Okay, so this is training day number 1 in Miami, March 7th. You have Cameron, Baird, and Alec. Nicely working the boat. Like we said earlier today, notice how Alec is keeping most of his body very calm, moving only the arms. Feel free to back up the video. Take a look again if you need to. Cameron steering, hiking a little bit, working the boat with his body as he needs to. Not quite as flat as they could be. We can see the windward chine a little bit, but relatively good. They could use a touch more vang here. Looks like quite a bit of quite a bit of twist in the main. Here we have Audrey and Kat. Again, so a lot of movement from Kat with her whole body, kind of working over each wave. Try to calm that body down. Also working really hard sheeting. So you're going to tire yourself out pretty quickly doing that. I have a good amount of vang here, but they could probably use a little bit more. More vang brings the boom down and also reduces the amount of throw in the main sheet, so you're sheeting a lot less. A couple bad waves there. Not close enough together here. They could be a lot closer together. Ooh, bad wave. Good job moving back, but a little bit late. They should be sort of anticipating those waves and then communicating in advance. They haven't moved their weight back forward either. Just make sure that if you do move back, you're going forward again. A little too much setup time coming into the tack. Make sure that you're kind of going right into it. The more you think about it, the more time you have to kind of mess around. Still not settled on the new side. Oh. So here we have some downwind sailing. Right off the bat, I can see no controls are off. Make sure you're getting that vang off at least 50%. Maybe not at least 50%, but somewhere around 50%, depending on the conditions. Here we have about 14 to 16 knots, I would say. A little too much steering through that jibe. Not bad. So Kat really needs to sort of press into it more, drop the shoulders back, get the weight out. So we've got a little obstacle in the water, going low to avoid it. Again, controls are still on. Trying to catch up here. Still very bladed, the main, as you can see. Bladed but eased too far out. So with it eased this much, the jib needs to be pretty far out, which it doesn't look that far out. You gotta watch so you don't kill the slot between the main and the jib here. So if she trimmed this in, she'd find a little more depth. I would say anywhere beyond the corner in these conditions is too much. At the corner should be sort of your down speed setting, and then trimmed more when you're moving. Again, Kat should probably toggle here a little bit more and try to straighten her legs rather than arching her back so much. It's not efficient. Sorry, Kat. I think we're going to see a couple jibes here now. Whoop, little collapse of the spinnaker. Here we go. Nice, bringing the boom over. Good straight arm there by Kat. That was nice. Not a bad jibe. A little aggressive on the turn there. The boat really slowed down. Keep that spinnaker flying. Ooh. So a little bit smoother on the steering and not so much curl on the spinnaker. Back to upwind, Cameron and Alec. This is good here. Boom looks pretty parallel to the deck, so there's a good amount of vang on. The battens look parallel as well with the jib. Little shot from behind. Ooh. Shift. Looks like we filmed the bottom of the boat a little bit. So things are getting a little bit unstable now with the weather coming in. Here's Audrey and Kat. Good, nice straight legs by Kat here. If I could get them in the shot. So here again I see a lot of movement. If I look at the top of the mast, I can see the boats kind of rocking back and forth, trying to make sure that you're really stabilizing things. Trying to be as smooth as you can with the boat. Not flat enough here. There we go. Nice and straight. Nice and flat out. Don't bend those shoulders in. Drop the... There you go. Audrey could be hiking more here, I think. very eased on the main. So if the main's out that far, make sure that you're easing the jib, not killing the slot. Couple bad waves. This is where you may consider going to maybe the bottom hole in the clue board or outboard on the track. I don't like outboard on the track though. Kind of ruins the groove if you want. This is good, working the boat nicely. Back to Cameron and Alec. It's lightening up here as we get closer to the shore. Looks like he's a little toggled up. Still weight forward in the boat. Not driving the bow down too much, still planing on the wide surface further back, but just allowing the knuckle to kind of kiss the waves. This looks great right here. I think that leeward sheet is dragging. Unacceptable. Good weight together there. Moving as one unit on the boat. Nice and flat. And also very little movement. Only necessary movement on the boat. Well, apart from that, no unnecessary movement on the boat. Each time we make a movement, of course, we're disturbing the flow over the sails, and then we have to reestablish the flow, which takes time. Can take up to 3 boat lengths to reestablish the flow. That's a lot of boat lengths. I like that when the boat does heel, he kind of heads up, which allows the boat to kind of flatten again, plus also gains height. Little tack. Oh, I'm in the way. Sail over power. Here we are in the harbor, heading back to the dock. Winds are a little bit squirrely, but still fun to play around here. Make sure that when we're sailing in, we're working hard right to the end, right to the dock, getting every minute of training in that we can. I'd like to see flatter boats here. Nice tack. That was a great tack. Very quickly settled on the new side. Really important that you get settled in as quickly as you can. Get back in the groove on the new side. No messing around, standing up or whatever. Drop those shoulders, cat. think we're coming to the end here. Hi, Julian.